Hello, everyone. It's me, Haxley here, and today I'm joined by Jeff of the Apparitions. Any relation to the Queen of Apparitions?
Perhaps.
Perhaps. Well, today we're here talking about Jujutsu Kaisen Zero. It just came out here in limited theaters here in the United States. It already came out in Japan like a couple months ago. We're a little bit behind the curve, but we finally got it. You can watch it at your local theater. Maybe not your local theater. Go look up online to see if there's a theater near you playing it, because the one near me was very infrequent showings.
It seemed like the closest one to me was Springfield Mall. Like I had to go there to watch it.
Yeah, I was like looking at it. I was like, okay, it's the Springfield Mall, but they only have like 3 showings all day long.
Yep.
Yeah, we just watched this. I think it'll be available on streaming in like a month.
Streaming where?
I think it was announced to go on Funimation, but I guess Crunchyroll, since they finally have the merger, right?
Have they officially merged? I don't know.
They started like putting their catalog together.
Trying to fix something with my Crunchyroll subscription. It won't let me do it from my phone.
I know it was announced to be streaming in Funimation and had like a date and everything. I don't know what's happening after the merger.
Is this an isekai? What is this? I'm sorry, Haxley, I got distracted.
What are you watching?
I wanted to find out about the land of Ladle. What is this?
I watched that. It's okay.
Oh, it's kind of an isekai.
Yeah, it's pretty much an isekai. The girl played this one like video game. She dies. She's in the video game.
No, so it is an isekai. All right.
Yeah.
And you said it's all right?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It's okay. It's kind of cute.
Yeah, it sounds terrible.
If you have nothing else going for it, give it a shot. But like honestly, it's not that great.
True. It's been a while since I've watched any anime, so
I thought I saw something about Jujutsu Kaisen going to streaming on Funimation, but I can't find anything. So maybe that's not happening anymore. So whenever it becomes available, watch it when you can.
I might watch it again in theaters. I feel like I didn't do it justice. Obviously, as I was drunken and fell asleep.
Obviously, with it being St. Patrick's Day and you being a drunk at the theater.
Yeah. Don't say it like that. You make it sound like I was acting a fool.
I don't know. You said you fell asleep.
Like kind of. I don't know for how long. I don't know. I know I didn't think I fell asleep until I felt like something was missing in the movie.
All right. Well, I guess we'll figure it out if we talk about it. All right. Overall, how do you feel about Jujutsu Kaisen Zero?
It was a great movie visually. I liked where it was going. I watched it with one of my friends. Apparently this isn't what he thought. I've never read the Jujutsu Kaisen manga, so I don't know what it's supposed to be, but he didn't expect this to be what this movie was about. But yeah, no, it was cool to see, an apparitions user. What do you feel about this movie, Haxley? I feel like I'm not in the best state to talk about
I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed the movie. I thought it was animation was great. I liked the voice casting. I thought the fight scenes and choreography was all great. I love being able to see some of the characters we only got to kind of get to know in the anime, get like more information from them in the movie, because this is a prequel, so it doesn't have like the main cast Itadori, Nobara, or Megumi. This is like a year before they went to the school, so this is with like the second years when they were first years, and we get to see Nanami, Gojo. I mean, we see Gojo all the time. He's like one of the main characters, but whatever.
Yeah.
We learn more about Guido. I also think it did a good job telling its story for even someone who might not know anything about Jujutsu Kaisen and has not seen or read the manga, to still understand the general idea of what's going on in this movie.
It was a touching love story.
It was a touching love story. I think the only thing that if you come into this without any knowledge of Jujutsu Kaisen, I feel like the only thing you would not understand is the grading system between special grades, first grades, second grades. But I think everything else is easy to understand and enjoy.
Yeah, I agree. I enjoy the main character.
Mm-hmm.
He felt like a proper protagonist, honestly.
I enjoy him more than Itadori, honestly.
Really?
I think I do. I think I enjoyed Yuta more than Itadori.
I love Rika. Free her. Gojo was Gojo.
Gojo was Gojo. I feel like he could have probably finished his fight with the person he was fighting a lot faster, but I guess he wanted Yuta to do his thing.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really much for me to say on the movie, huh? Like, I guess without entering spoiler territory, I still feel like I'm missing a chunk. I don't know what part I missed though.
I mean, what would you rate it? Out of 10, what would you give this?
An 8?
8? I think an 8 out of 10 is a very fair grade. I think that's what I would give it.
Not quite a special grade, but what's the grade before special?
There's semi-special grades and then there's first grades.
Give it like a first grade.
First grade. I agree. First grade. It's a first grade sorcerer movie.
Yeah. But it was fun. It was nice to watch. I need to rewatch it. That's for sure.
I would love to see more of the parade of 1,000 demons fights. I feel like we could have seen more Nanami fight, more. I forget the guy's name, the buff guy.
Toto.
Toto's. I wish I could have seen more of him fighting.
Yeah.
Because it sounded like he was a beast during that night. From the stories we get in the anime to what we see, like I thought he did a lot. We didn't see him do much in that fight.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, he just like he off screen killed a lot of people.
Yeah, he apparently he went ham in that fight and took out a lot of demons, but we didn't see any of that,
which is a missed opportunity, honestly, especially with how like specifically they were alluding to that fight.
Yeah,
in the main series,
but it would have blown up the film. It's because it's not his film. Maybe if this goes a Demon Slayer route and they make these episodes, they can elaborate more on stuff.
That'd be kind of cool. I mean, I don't know. Demon Slayer going that route is the reason why I haven't watched season 2 yet, even though I know season 2 is good.
Yeah, I was pretty mad with Demon Slayer. I didn't watch. I didn't watch the first arc. Or the first part of season 2. I just waited till it was done and then I watched Just Entertainment arc. All right, so we want to go into spoilers.
Sure.
All right. We have our protagonist, Yuta. We meet the love of his life, Rika. And on their way home from a park, there was a tragic car accident. But they promised each other they'll be there together for each other forever.
Yeah, he proposed. Well,
he proposed.
He proposed like real early. A lot earlier than most people would in their life. How old are they? Like 10?
I don't know, like 5?
Yeah.
But to stay with Yuta, Rika becomes a cursed spirit, a queen of apparitions, a special grade curse who terrorizes a lot of people and protects Yuta at all costs.
Yeah, that's her true love.
Yeah, can't be true love.
Terrorize the populace to protect their true love.
Yeah, if your true love is getting bullied, of course you're gonna like skin them alive and stuff them in a locker.
Ugh.
But yeah, so Yuta's supposed to get executed. Gojo intervenes. Gojo takes him on as a student. He joins the rest of the first years like Maki, is that her name? I always get the twins confused. Maki or Mai? Maki.
Maki is the weapon user.
Weapons user. Panda and what's his name? Inagumi?
Maybe.
I can't tell you guys what the name of the cursed speech user is. I forget. But he joins their class. They go out. They become friends. They take out curses together. He trains with them. He grows to admire them and see them as family. And then Geto shows up. And he declares war on the sorcerer world. Very brazen declaration of war, just walking up to them.
You see, I think that's the part I fell asleep at.
Where he shows up at the school, tries to talk to Yuta about joining them, while in front of like the principal and Gojo and everyone else.
Because like I was paying attention and I was watching the movie, right? And I was watching and I was enjoying it. I saw all that stuff before and I was like, oh, word. And it's like they're fighting apparitions and so forth. And then like I opened my eyes for a second and like they were in combat and I was like, what the just I feel, why is Geto here? Like I feel like I missed something. I was like, I didn't think I fell asleep, but apparently I missed something.
Yeah, you did. We had Geto arrive at the school inside riding a giant pelican with his comrades inside the pelican's mouth. Tries to get Yuta to join his side and killing all the dirty monkeys, which he refers to as all non-sorcerers.
Where have I seen this storyline before? Oh, yeah, Harry Potter. Go ahead.
I've seen Harry Potter. So, but I guess both use magic. Both don't like humans.
Yep. Mudbloods.
But yeah. Geto's trying to convince Yuta to join his side, that non-sorcerers don't need to be alive. They're just monkeys. The world should belong to the strong. The strong shouldn't protect the weak.
Typical villain stuff.
And Yuta's like, no, no, I'm not gonna join you. I'm not gonna commit genocide on all people who are too weak to fight and protect themselves.
Typical protagonist reaction.
And then Geto's talking about how he's gonna launch an attack in Tokyo and Kyoto on this one date. He tells them the day. He tells them he's gonna launch 1,000 curses at each location. So he has at least 2,000 curses at his disposal to attack everyone with.
Right.
And then they're talking about, like, we're not gonna let you get away. Then I forget what Geto does. But Geto gets away. He flies off with his like little pelican thing.
We're not gonna let you get away, but he gets away.
And then yeah, we get everyone like in a board meeting discussing the plan. Like, contact all alumni from the school, contact all sorcerers, all retired sorcerers, all students. Like, who will be at Kyoto, who will be in Tokyo. Get people who are from other countries and everything, all to come in, prepare for this war. And yeah, they just plan everything out. And then we get the little fight scene.
All the action starts to ensue. People are murdering, not murdering, they're defeating curses on a large scale. Curses are getting some victories in here and there.
Everyone but Maki and Yuta are at the battles. For whatever reason, Maki and Yuta are left behind at the school.
I can't remember why.
It wasn't really ever mentioned why, I feel like.
I just remember Yuta was sitting and
I think because like here. He was because they didn't want Rika to get out, because they don't know if Rika gets out, she could destroy both sides.
So Maki was probably there just to watch him?
Maybe. That's why Maki was there. I don't know. But I know Yuta was taken off the board because they didn't want to take a chance that Rika would get out. Because if Rika because Gojo mentions, like, told Yuta, Panda, Maki and all of them, like, if Rika gets out, we have no idea if Rika can be controlled. We don't know if Rika can be controlled. She could easily destroy all Jujutsu High and all of Geto's forces. And if she gets out, even if she helps them, he promised like the head people that if she does get out, they will execute Yuta and Gojo, because Gojo pretty much put himself as collateral to protect Yuta. So yeah, remember, don't let Rika out, or else me and Yuta are gonna be executed. So no worries, guys.
And then of course, in fashion, he lets Rika out.
Yeah. Yeah, in old fashion, Geto annihilates Maki, Panda, and the cursed speech user. I can't remember his name, Inagumi, I want to say so badly. So it's down to Yuta, who lets Rika out, protect their dear friends. And Rika's a little bit jealous of Maki.
A little bit. It's a tad.
A lot jealous. But it's okay. Yuta's gives her a stern warning and lecture, and she doesn't want Yuta to be angry at her, so she listens to Yuta, and they fight together. They fight alongside each other. But even then, Geto's kind of powerful, pretty hard to handle. So Yuta makes a contract where if they defeat Geto and Rika can use her full power, he promises to give himself to Rika, and they can be together forever.
Yes. And of course, Rika, completely obsessed with him, gives in 100% and goes, and they, I want to say, kind of thrash Geto? Not thrash. It was even for a bit.
I mean, they kind of nuke him, right? It was just like one powerful explosion at that point.
Was it just one power? I thought like they went back and forth for a bit, then they fired a blast, and then,
I think they're going back and forth for a while, and once he made the promise for 100%, Rika just shot a blast.
Maybe.
So she just shot a blast, destroying the other special grade and the 2,000 or 4,000 whatever curses that he just combined to form a calamity, destroying them all at once.
By the way, the character's name that you're trying to say is Toge Unamaki.
Unamaki.
Yeah.
I was nowhere near close.
You were kind of close.
But yeah, Geto gets defeated. Rika the curse on Rika breaks, and we see her again as her normal self.
And then we discovered that she didn't curse him, but he cursed her because he didn't want her to die.
Yes.
So he made the Queen of Apparitions.
Yes, he made the Queen of Apparitions, not aspirations. And he did not have to give up her soul. Rika just wants him to live a long, happy life.
That's it. She got exactly what she wanted, a confession of true love.
Mm-hmm. Now, moving on to how this might be a little bit spoilers at this point for the manga and anime. We just got introduced to Yuta like maybe 3 or 4 chapters ago, and the chapter the movie came out here is the first time I've seen Rika. So I was confused. Like, is Rika still around then?
In the manga?
Yeah,
Oh, unexpected.
because he just summoned her in this week's chapter.
Huh. I don't know. I've never read the manga.
I've been reading the manga, but I haven't read the Zero manga because the movie is based on the Zero manga, which is the prequel to
Oh,
the
you read
regular
the Zero
manga.
manga.
No, I'm reading the regular manga right now.
Oh.
But I know the movie's based on the Zero manga, which connects to it. It's like the prequel. So
That is strange.
maybe we'll learn more in the next chapter. Like
Maybe
oh,
we won't learn.
Rika's here. What? How?
Yeah, hopefully they explain that because that's actually a pretty big discrepancy.
I feel like it can be discrepancy because the movie is based on the manga, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't read any of the mangas.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. The Jujutsu Kaisen manga was released in 2017, and the movie is based on the manga. And they're mentioning how the movie has additional scenes, like Nanami doesn't show up in the manga fight and all that stuff.
So there are discrepancies.
There's some discrepancy. From what they're saying, the fight scenes are longer and Nanami shows up, but like the Rika thing is not a discrepancy. So I think he got a way to get her back at some point or something.
Or maybe he just made another apparition and calls it Rika.
Maybe. But yeah, he summons Rika, and the manga and the latest chapter ends with domain expansion. So we're about to see what his domain expansion is.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
But the others do note that his curse technique is copy. So we got confirmation his curse technique is copy because he's still using curse speech from Inumaki.
Yeah, Inumaki.
But he's also using the curse techniques of the people he's fighting against right now.
I will say that it was interesting to find out that the reason Getsuro is alive is because Gojo let him live.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't a thing I was expecting, I'll be honest with you. And it was just cool to see Gojo approach Yuta in the end, which makes me wonder, what is season 2 going to be about?
I mean, season 2 would just continue on where season 1 ended, right?
Yeah, but like they almost made it like it seemed like it was a transition into the next season of the anime. That's why I was like,
you think? I think it's just telling the prequel that came out at the same time that came out for the manga.
It's just what it seemed like to me. Unless maybe they'll do a second movie. Who knows?
Because I know there's another prequel. There's another prequel they have that has to do with when Gojo was a student and him fighting one of his friends.
Which is what my friend thought is what apparently the movie was going to be about.
There's 2 prequel mangas. One with Yuta, which is set 1 year before, and another one when Gojo was a student.
So that's just interesting. Cause it just makes me wonder why they would release this movie out now. Then,
honestly, I think it makes sense since we just got Yuta like 3 or 4 chapters ago. It's about a month ago when it might have released.
How far behind is the anime from the manga?
It's not. I don't think it's that far behind, honestly. I think because when we get back, I think we just got the Shibuya arc, really. And then there's a little training arc. And then we're in the current arc where there's like a tournament with curse spirits users and curse spirits.
Tournament arc in every shonen.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that's what it is. We got Shibuya arc, a training arc, and then right now there's a tournament arc going on.
So that seems like about at least 2 more seasons before it reaches Yuta. You know what I mean? So
I don't think Shibuya would be a whole season. I could see it being like like an arc, and maybe the training arc being its own thing, and then so that'd be 1 season, and then the 3rd season could be the start of the tournament.
And why is Yuta introduced in the tournament?
Yeah, we just met him.
Okay, but like you said, that's still like a whole season in between.
Yeah, but it coincides the movie. Us meeting him in the movie coincides with like his first appearance in the manga. Because before we've only heard them talk about the missing second year Utah is away is abroad when they're doing like the whole
Okay, so
completing
but we
school
do
thing.
meet Yuta before then, late in the manga.
We only hear him. They mention them. Remember during the when the two schools meet for the little fight thing.
Yeah, I just wouldn't think about releasing the movie unless they're like actually going to show Yuta in this coming season.
Okay, I can see that. I don't know. Maybe I feel like they just want to push the manga sales, and we're introducing Yuta. Let's do a movie with him because the prequel. I guess Yuta showed up before in the prequels because the prequel got released in 2017 anyway.
Right.
This is just
Don't get me wrong. Like I'm not upset. Like the movie was good
yeah.
from what I can recall. Obviously, I need to watch it at the end, but like I just wouldn't expect them to drop this movie unless they had planned to introduce Yuta immediately after. That's why I thought like he was coming in the next season because it almost made it seem like a smooth segue, like with Gojo, with the movie ending with Gojo talking to Yuta. That was the post credit scene.
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch the post credit scene?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like the post credit scene is Gojo going to meet Yuta. So like I
Yuta and
assume,
the other guy. Yeah.
yeah, so I assume that meant boom, he's gonna be in season 2, or maybe they'll do another movie. Maybe this all the JJK movies will focus on Yuta and his life. Who knows?
I mean, maybe Shibuya, because I don't think the Shibuya arc or the training arc will take that many episodes. So honestly, Shibuya training and the tournament could all be one season.
Mm. I just I expect the Yuta to appear. I expect Yuta to appear at one point in the season 2. I don't know.
He could honestly near the end with the tournament or middle, or however long this tournament would be. It really depends on how long they want to animate Shibuya, because honestly, Shibuya is just pretty much one big fight in the city that leads to a lot of casualties.
I just thought the manga was further off.
I don't think it really is. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think it's like that further ahead.
And season 2 doesn't even come out until 2023. Wow.
Like, let me look at this. It's on chapter 178, and chapters did season 1. Season 1 ended with the adaptation of chapter 63, and we're at 178.
Yeah, so that's like about.
That's just a third. Season 1 was about a third of it.
So yeah, and then like I don't know. I guess maybe they dropped it because they needed content in between season 3 and season 2 and season 1. Maybe that's like maybe I'm reading too deep into it and that's all it is. They
I
just
mean,
needed to drop something in between.
and also like what do you want to do? If you want to do this, do the prequels, you could either do them as an OVA or as a movie, because like honestly, it'll be weird to kind of just have the prequels in the middle of the show.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Curious, very curious.
Because like they're just like extra information, like, hey, this happened before everything. That's why they're like their own separate mangas, like Jujutsu Kaisen 0, and I forgot the one about when Gojo was a kid's called.
Yeah, so yeah, all in all, yeah, I could just be reading too much into it, and it is entirely just its own thing, which is fine. I'm not opposed to it. Like I said, whether it translate into the anime or not, it doesn't really matter to me. I just assumed that was the case because of what the post credit scene was. Like it seemed like a post credit scene that was leading into something else.
Yeah, I feel like it might be leading to something else. I just don't know what.
Maybe they have a second movie. I don't know. Like maybe there's more to say.
Maybe. I'm trying to see if I can find any information over here. Maybe not. I don't know. Does Jujutsu Kaisen's post credit scene explain?
Are you reading it on comicbook.com?
Yeah. So it ties into the aspect that during the Shibuya arc, Gojo mentions he just had a conversation with Yuta. That's about it. In the Shibuya arc, which is like the next arc, Gojo just mentions he just had a conversation with Yuta not that long ago. That appears to be all it is to it.
Honestly, when they explain it like this, though, it kind of makes it seem like not that they might do an OVO with Yuta on his overseas mission.
Maybe.
Would it not? I don't know. I think that's a cool thing they could do because we're not going to see Yuta for a bit, from what I've heard from you.
Yeah, we're not gonna see him till pretty much the tournament, pretty much.
So like maybe they'll start an OVA. Maybe they'll do a second movie that focuses more on Yuta because I just don't see any point of putting that post credit scene if we're probably not going to see him in the next season.
Yeah, I mean, it might just have to do with we're not on the pulse of what's happening in Japan. Maybe people really love Yuta in the manga. They're excited to see him made into an anime, and they just want to see more of him. Because I've heard other people say they like Yuta more than Itadori.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, and that could very much be it. If that's it, then hey, power to it. I wasn't expecting that.
But you're right. It's just like a little fun thing. It's very different from what Demon Slayer did, where we're gonna do the next arc as a movie, but when the season 2 comes back, we're gonna redo that movie with longer scenes. With this, they don't have to do that. It's just its own prequel, its own little set thing. It doesn't really need to be enjoyed with it, but it's a little added incentive. So there's no reason for them to redo it with extra scenes. We can just jump straight to the next arc.
Exactly.
And depending on how long the Gojo thing is, that could be the OVA that comes out with the movie or season, or they can make another movie for just Gojo if people really want a Gojo movie.
Maybe that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, we just gotta wait till season 2 with Shibuya, and they could easily do the training arc and at least part of the tournament arc. Maybe the tournament's not over, so maybe the tournament might be too much.
Maybe.
But yeah, do we have anything else to say about Jujutsu Kaisen?
I don't, obviously.
Yeah, I think I don't got anything else. Can't wait for season 2. I enjoyed this anime. I don't know when season 2 gets here, but
2023. I
so
don't know.
Got a while.
When in 2023, but in 2023.
Well,
it was a fall anime when it first came out, so maybe October. Maybe they keep that trend.
Well, I'm Haxley. This is Geoff of Apparitions, and we're here talking about Jujutsu Kaisen. Hope you guys enjoy. Follow us on our social medias. I'm Haxley GV everywhere: Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, and Geoff exists. He'll be on the podcast every now and then.
He is a creature that does exist.
So take care. We hope to see you guys in the future.